Hello chatbox out there. Today in this vlog I'm going to be telling you guys all about what I got up to on my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week, which are my first few days of this week. I hope you guys are all having a lovely week so far. On my Monday I had work. I was doing 10 till 2. I got up, showered and changed, ready for work, and I had the last of my mini pancakes for my breakfast with some strawberries and blueberries and a cup of tea that I'm going to show you guys now. They were so delicious. I then got dropped to work by my dad. My mum was asleep, younger sister was asleep, older brother on his Xbox, older sister at hers, and younger brother was at his. And actually no, I think my older sister was still at York at the time. And I got to work, got clocked in, put my blanket away, and there were 4 of us on shift. And it was bank holiday Monday, so it was pretty busy from the get-go, and I was running lots of food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing food and drink orders and bill taking, doing lots of drinks, and was on bar for most of the afternoon. And I then finished at 2 and it quieted down a bit, did a bit of clean up. I then clocked off, got my bang coat, and I got myself a milkshake from my favourite coffee shop on the way home. And I ended up heading down to my grandparents' house where my aunt and cousins were, and my mum and dad had taken my grandma in to see my grandpa who was in hospital, and my cousin and uncle and his girlfriend were down for the Easter weekend, and we're going back Monday night, so they were still down there. So I went on a massive walk with them, and I couldn't find my rings anywhere, and I found them. They were in the bathroom in my grandparents' house, in the upstairs bathroom, on top of the cabinet above the sink. I'd obviously taken them off to wash my hands after going to the bathroom and just forgot about them, so I was looking everywhere at home. I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, have I left them at work? So I went to work and was trying to find them, to see if I could find them there, and yeah, I'm just so happy that I found them. We then got back from being on our walk. It was very windy but very sunny, which was nice, and I had a cup of tea and some biscuits, and we just had a nice sit down and we're just chatting. And then my older brother came down with our younger sister, who he picked up from the train station. She's down for a few days, and they came down to our grandparents' house, and then me, my older brother and younger sister came back. Got back, and my older sister was back from being at York, so she was telling us all about that. And I got my new shoes sorted out, and my other shoes got put in the bin because they were literally falling apart, like my life. Just kidding. And then I went off to One Stop and got myself some lunch, some tea. I got myself a microwavable curry and some bits and bobs from there. And I got some flour starch while on my walk. I'm going to show you guys those flour starch I got now. It was such a lovely evening, the blue skies, the wind had died down, lovely and sunny. As I made my way back from One Stop, it changed dramatically. It got very cloudy, very dark, and I got soaked heading back. I then got home and my older sister had gone off home, and I then was just writing a bit of my journal, watched Home and Away, Escape to Country and Far Bound, sorting out One Blue Track Doll, listened to a bit of music, and then for tea I had my microwavable curry, which was so good, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. The curry was so good. I then wrote my journal, I finished that and put that away, listened to a bit of music, did some drawing and colouring in, and then I was just watching a little bit of Netflix, and I watched this film called Just Like Heaven with Reese Witherspoon and Mark Ruffalo in, which is so good. I'm obsessed with that film at the moment, plus Mark Ruffalo is hot. I then went off to bed, and then on my Tuesday I got up ready for work. My dad had to go to work, so I ended up walking in because there was no one to give me a lift in. and my mum was asleep, older brother on the Xbox, older sister at hers, younger brother at his, and younger sister was asleep. And I then locked up and made way to work. On the way to work, I popped into the shops near to where I work and got a drink and some bits and bobs from there. I had a little bit of time to spare before work, so I popped off to one of my favourite little flower shops. I got some plant snacks from there that I'm going to show you guys now. Such lovely patterns on the plants, lovely colours, all the succulents and cactuses. And then I got some flower snacks from there as well that I'm going to show you guys now. Such beautiful colours, especially love the sunflowers. I then got to work, put my bag and coat away, and before I could even say good morning to my work colleagues, I was sent off to Aldi to get some stuff for the kitchen. So I head off there, and it was so busy in there, and I used the self-checkout in Aldi for the first time ever, which is very exciting. I then got back and it was pretty busy with quite a few regulars in, so I was chatting with them, quite a few bookings in, and had bookings of 10, 7, 8, 6, I think the smallest was 4, so it was quite busy. So I was running lots of food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing food and drink orders and bill taking, and there was only 3 of us on, so it made it even busier. And we had lots of deliveries ordered, so there was boxes everywhere, so we started unpacking and putting stuff away. I took a few things to the shed that we needed to do, and I then was just cleaning lots of tables, doing lots of cleaning jobs, and I was doing 10 till 5, and the weather was really crazy. One minute it'd be sunny, then it'd be raining. It just couldn't make its mind up, and we had quite a busy lunch rush. We had a booking of 10 come in, so I was sorting all that out, doing lots of drink making and putting lots of pints, and then it quieted down and I got to have my lunch break, and I had a beef and chili and a fresh orange juice, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. The fresh orange juice and beef and chili was so good. I didn't have any of the pink onions that comes with the beef and chili, because I'm not a big fan of those, and the fresh orange juice was so good. I'm hoping to get a fresh orange juice, I might ask one for my birthday, and I just love them so much. I then finished off my lunch break, and two of my colleagues had finished at 3, so it was just me and one other of my colleagues who came on at 3. So me and him were just doing a lot of clean up jobs, tidying up lots of the tables, just getting everything back to normal, because we had quite a few tables that had been put together because we had quite a lot of big bookings. So we were sorting that out, and it was quite quiet, nice and calm. I was then just polishing cutlery and then putting a load of new glasses that we got delivered away. And then my colleague who was coming in at 5 came in. He came in about 4:50ish, and I was like, this is it, I'm almost done, and I was going to be off for 3 days, which I was very excited about. And it got to 5 and I was able to go. I clocked off, got my bag and coat, and I got picked up by my older brother, and we'd gone off to Tesco's, and I got some bits and bobs from there, and got out some money that I owed my older sister from Christmas. And so, because we chipped in to get presents for my mum and dad, and I owed her, so got that sorted out. And then we got back, and I got changed, and it was just listening to a bit of music, doing a bit of drawing, a bit of colouring in, and I was just watching Home and Away, Escape to Country and Farrah Brown, and writing a bit of my journal. And then for tea, I just had a snacky kind of tea as I'd had a quick lunch, and I then was just watching the UK soaps, listened to a bit of music, and was just playing with and sorting out my Boot Up doll. And I then watched some episodes of Friends and watched Interior Design Masters, which is so good. And then I was just watching some stuff on Netflix, and then I went off to bed. And then on my Wednesday, which is today, I got up, showered and changed, had some toast and a cup of tea, and was just watching a bit of this film on Netflix called Purple Heart. And the main dude in that film is so gorgeous. And my dad was sorting stuff on the house, mum was asleep, and it's her birthday today. And my older brother was on the Xbox, older sister at hers, younger sister up in her room, and younger brother was at work. My dad then dropped me off to go meet one of my colleagues for a coffee catch up, and then he was going off to the doctors and having a diabetes checkup, I think. And I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, and tomorrow we're going to go to AirHop, and my appointment is at 2:10, so I think we might be having to go at like 3ish or like 2:30ish, like a bit later on in the day. And I'm looking forward to going to AirHop. They've got these new slides now that have like aired on, so of course when you go down they make you go really fast, which I'm excited to go on. And so my dad brought me off to go for the coffee catch up, and me and my mate went off to Coffee One and had a nice coffee catch up, and I had a caramel frappe and a tasted tea cake. I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was so delicious. The caramel frappes are so good, and love a good tea cake, and the tea cakes are humongous. I then stayed in there with my mate, and we were just having a nice catch up, and then we went off down to our town's castle, and it started to lash it down with rain, so we went under this little covered area and was just sitting there, and my mate had brought her camera with her in her bag, so we were just she was taking photos of me, so I was just putting silly poses. And then the rain died down a bit, and she was able to get a really good photo of me in front of this wooden door that leads into the church that's next door, still on these steps, and the photo turned out really well, which I was very happy about. And then we went back up to the high street and went in and had some more drinks in one of the other cafes, and I had a white chocolate mint frappe from there that I'm going to show you guys a photo of now. It was so delicious. I then went across the road from my favourite little coffee shop and went into one of the flower shops, and I got some flower sets from there that I'm going to show you guys now. That's pretty colourful flowers. I then got some plant sets from there, and I'm going to show you guys those plant sets that I got from there now. Love the web patterned plant, it's so pretty. We then went off into Co-op just up the high street, and I got myself some lunch from there and was chatting to one of my mates who works in there, who I used to work with. And then me and my mate went off and had a look around some of the charge shops, and she ended up getting a new coat, which is very nice. And I didn't actually get anything. Believe it or not, the shopaholic in me was shocked. And then I went into one of the other flower shops and got some flower sets from there that I'm going to show you guys now. Such lovely colourful flowers. I love the pink flowers and the sunflowers that I got snaps of from there. Then me and my mate went into some more of the charity shops, and she had to pop into Boots, so I went in there with her. And then we made our way back, and she had to go off to get some medicine for her dog from one of the vets. So we then parted ways, said goodbye, thanked her for a lovely catch up, and I shall be working with her on Saturday. And we kept on singing this song all day. It was stuck in our head, so I sang a bit of it before we left, so we were laughing yet again. Always laugh with her. She's just such a legend. Always have such a good time with her, and we got on so well. And I then made my way home, and it'd been raining on off all day, and then the sunshine all of a sudden came out, and I was like, where were you whilst I was on my walk getting soaked? And I got back, and my cousins were over, and older sister was over as well, and she'd been looking after them whilst my grandma and aunt had gone in to see my grandpa in hospital. My older sister then took my cousins back to my grandparents' house as my grandma and aunt were now back. And then my mum, I wished my mum a happy birthday and gave her a card and a little plant pot with some flowers in for her birthday. And my mum and my older brother went off for a afternoon tea cake kind of thing that was a present from him for her. They went off to do that, and then my dad went off to Tesco's to get the food ready for the party tea. He's now back, and my older sister went off back to hers, and she's coming back later on for the party tea. And my dad's been getting the party tea ready, and I'm now off to go and watch today's Home and Away and Father Brown and Escape to Country. Write a bit of my journal, and have just been sorting out my beta dot and put her away. I was just watching some vlogs and TikToks and some Craig and John Paul clips on YouTube. Man, I miss them. I love them as a couple so much. I hope Craig comes back in the future, but I think the actor who played Craig is big in Hollywood now, so I doubt it. But I did love Craig and John Paul together. And yeah, I'm gonna go and watch Home and Away, chill for a bit, and then I will see you in a bit with a bit more of the vlog about the party tea and the rest of my evening in a bit. I'm back now, change of location. I'm now in my bedroom at my desk for you guys. Just finished off writing my journal. I put that away. This evening, my older sister and our family friend and my grandma, aunt and cousins and my younger brother and his girlfriend came over for a party tea for my mum's birthday. Before that, we gave my mum her birthday presents and cards, and my older brother got her some beautiful flowers from one of my favourite little flower shops that I'm going to show you guys a photo of now. Such beautiful flowers. We then had the party tea, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of the party spread we had now. It was so delicious. I then got a photo of the birthday cake that one of my colleagues had kindly made for my mum for her birthday. My grandma's her neighbour, they live like 2-3 doors down from each other, so my grandma went and picked up the cake whilst on the way here with my aunt and cousins, and I was able to keep it a secret and not tell my mum, which is great because I'm really bad at keeping surprises secret. And it's such a beautiful cake, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. We sang happy birthday to my mum, and then we had some of these chocolate nest cakes that my older brother helped my cousins make, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of those now. They're so good. I had one with a cup of tea, and then my aunt, cousins and grandma went off home, and we're seeing them tomorrow as we're going off to air hop. We're going in the morning as I've got a doctor's appointment in the afternoon, so I've got to be back for that. And then my older brother and sister and younger sister and brother and myself were just chatting and playing some games, and our family friend went off home, and then our older sister went off home, and my younger brother and his girlfriend have now gone off home as well. And I am now off to go and watch today's UK soaps, and then probably just chill for the rest of the evening. I have my Rainbow High dolls coming tomorrow. I've ordered 2 of the same doll, Olivia Green, and she is stunning. I love her outfit, her makeup, her hair. So I'm going to get her one in box. I've ordered 2, so one is going to be in box and one is going to be out of box. Can't wait to get the one out of box so I can get some snaps of her and also put her in the dollhouse. I already know where she's going to go, so I cannot wait. They're arriving tomorrow. I'm so excited. I hope you guys have all had a lovely week so far. All have a lovely rest of your week. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog very, very soon. Bye.